Welcome to Easy English Talks podcast and Eleges Instance of Easing and Need English Treatmenter. Hi everyone, I'm so happy you're here. In this podcast, I will share simple, useful, and everyday English sentences with you. These sentences are easy to understand and perfect for daily conversations. I will speak slowly and clearly to help you learn better. Let's improve your English step by step together. Thank you for listening. Let's get started.
Hello everyone, welcome to English Pod. Today I'm here with Erica.
Hi, Marco.
And I'm Marco. And we're bringing you a great elementary lesson about a situation at an office.
That's true. Today we're going to learn some phrases for asking for time off.
Right, asking for time off.
Or asking for leave.
Asking for leave,
Yeah.
Right. So we're going to give you some great phrases and vocabulary for when you want to ask for leave. So let's just listen to our dialogue today. We're at an office where Liv wants some time off.
Mr. McKenna, do you have a second? I need to talk to you about something.
Sure, Liv, what can I do for you?
Well, I was just wondering, you see, I know I've used up all my vacation days this year, but my sister's getting married and the wedding is overseas and, well...
You want to take some time off, is that right?
Well, sir, I was just hoping I might be able to take some unpaid leave this year.
What dates are you planning on taking off? I'll need at least 2 months' notice so that I can plan for your absence.
I was thinking of taking off from September 1st until the 30th. Would you be okay with that?
Well, I guess so.
Well, it sounds like the boss wasn't too happy about Liv's request.
Well, she wanted to take off for 30 days, so
I guess that is a long time.
that is a long time. I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
Okay, we have some great words for you today, so let's start with our language takeaway.
Language takeaway.
Vocabulary. Listen and repeat the words. Time off. Time off. Day off. Day off. Vacation. Leave. Leave. Sick leave. Sick leave. Personal leave. Personal leave. Holiday. Holiday. Break. Break. Rest. Rest. Weekend. Weekend. Request. Request. Approve. Approve. Permission. Permission. Manager. Manager. Boss. Boss. Schedule. Schedule. Calendar. Calendar. Plan. Plan. Notice. Notice. Reason. Reason. Emergency. Emergency. Appointment. Appointment. Family event. Family event. Sick. Sick. Doctor's note. Doctor's note. Policy. Policy. Workload. Workload. Deadline. Deadline. Colleague. colleague. Responsibility. Responsibility.
4 words on our language takeaway today. Erica, why don't you tell us the first one?
The first word is vacation days.
Vacation days.
Vacation days.
So what are vacation days?
Basically, it's the number of personal leave days. So the number of days that you can take to go on vacation.
How many vacation days do you have?
Yeah, I think I have not so many. I only have 10 vacation days.
10 vacation. Well, in some countries, there are 10 vacation days is normal. In other, I guess it's 10, 15, even 20, I've heard.
Yeah. Well,
Vacation days.
we can't take too many vacation days or else we won't make any more podcasts.
I know. Why don't we look at our second word? Overseas.
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 When you travel overseas, you travel over the ocean.
Over the ocean to another country.
Exactly.
Okay, overseas. Okay, and our third word for language takeaway, unpaid leave.
Unpaid leave.
Unpaid leave.
So this is time off without pay.
Without pay.
Simple.
Right, unpaid leave. And our last word, notice.
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 So we have some great examples on how we use notice, and from these examples, I'm sure you'll be able to understand exactly what they mean.
Example 1.
If you want to quit your job, make sure you give enough notice. You'll need to tell us 4 weeks in advance.
Example 2.
You didn't give me enough notice about this project. I didn't have enough time to finish it.
So when you give someone notice, you give them information in advance.
In advance, right.
So if I want to take time off, I need to give my boss notice, advance information.
Right, 15-day notice or a 20-day notice,
Yep.
etc. Great, so that's our language takeaway for today. Now we are ready to listen to our dialogue a second time, and this time it's going to be really slow.
Mr. McKenna, do you have a second? I need to talk to you about something.
Sure. Liv, what can I do for you?
Well, I was just wondering. You see, I know I've used up all my vacation days this year, but my sister is getting married, and the wedding is overseas, and, well...
You want to take some time off, is that right?
Well, sir, I was just hoping that I might be able to take some unpaid leave this year.
What dates are you planning on taking off? I'll need at least 2 months' notice so that I can plan for your absence.
I was thinking of taking off from September 1st until the 30th. Would you be okay with that?
I guess so.
A lot of non-native English speakers sometimes feel quite nervous about asking their boss for time off, hey?
Yeah, I guess it's a kind of a difficult subject.
Yeah, but today we're going to teach you some great phrases that you can use next time you need to ask for some time off.
Great, so why don't we take a look at putting it together?
Putting it together.
Okay, so on putting it together today, we're going to talk about some great phrases that you can use when approaching your boss.
Yes. We heard Liv say this.
Listen and repeat the phrases. Can I take a day off? Can I take a day off? I need some time off. I need some time off. I'm not feeling well. I'm not feeling well. I have a doctor's appointment. I have a doctor's appointment. I would like to request a few days off. I would like to request a few days off. Can I have next Friday off? Can I have next Friday off? I need to take a sick day. I need to take a sick day. I have a family emergency. I have a family emergency. I will be out of town. I will be out of town. I need to travel next week. I need to travel next week. I have something personal to take care of. I have something personal to take care of. Can I take a short break? Can I take a short break? Is it okay if I leave early today? Is it okay if I leave early today? I will return on Monday. I will return on Monday. I will finish my work before I go. I will finish my work before I go. Please approve my request. Please approve my request. How many vacation days do I have? How many vacation days do I have? What is the time off policy? What is the time off policy? I sent an email about my time off. I sent an email about my time off. I will make sure everything is done. I will make sure everything is done. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for understanding. I'll be available by phone. I'll be available by phone. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope that's okay with you. I hope that's okay with you. Do I need to fill out a form? Do I need to fill out a form? How many days can I take off? How many days can I take off? Is there someone to cover my work? Is there someone to cover my work? I'll try not to miss anything important. I'll try not to miss anything important. I will update you before I go. I will update you before I go.
Do you have a second? Do you have a second?
This is a nice way to make sure your boss isn't busy when you want to ask him something.
Right. But we could also say this in two different ways. Let's listen.
Do you have a minute? I want to ask you something.
Do you have a sec? I need to talk to you.
A great way to approach your boss.
Yeah, I love this phrase, do you have a sec?
Yeah, do you have a sec? It's really natural. Okay, so you've asked your boss for leave and you want to make sure that he agrees with you.
Yes, and this is how Liv did it.
Would you be okay with that? Would you be okay with that?
This is a great pattern, and we've got 2 other examples of how you can use it.
Example 1.
Are you all right with that?
Example 2.
Will you be okay with this?
Example 3.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, great examples, great patterns, really useful language.
Yes.
Okay, so now let's listen to our dialogue a third time.
Mr. McKenna, do you have a second? I need to talk to you about something.
Sure, Liv, what can I do for you?
Well, I was just wondering, you see, I know I've used up all my vacation days this year, but my sister's getting married and the wedding is overseas and, well...
You want to take some time off, is that right?
Well, sir, I was just hoping I might be able to take some unpaid leave this year.
What dates are you planning on taking off? I'll need at least 2 months' notice so that I can plan for your absence.
I was thinking of taking off from September 1st until the 30th. Would you be okay with that?
Well, I guess so.
I really noticed how Liv in this dialogue used a lot of really polite language, hey?
Yeah, I guess when you're talking to your boss, you really have to be respectful and you have to use really polite language.
What sort of things did she do to make herself seem more polite?
Well, she said a couple of interesting phrases. For example, well, I was just wondering,
Yeah, I was just wondering.
right? It's like, well, she's kind of setting up to ask for a favor or for something.
And she also used another phrase that I thought was interesting.
Yeah, she also said, I was just hoping that,
Yes.
right? I was just hoping that maybe I could take some time off.
Yeah, again, that sort of doesn't sound too strong, so
Right.
it seems a bit more polite.
Yeah, because if she said, well, I want to take some time off, that's too strong.
Yeah. So I was just hoping.
And then, well, the boss says, okay, well, when do you want to leave? And she says, well, I was thinking of, right? I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Again, if she would have said, I want to,
Yes.
too strong, right?
Yeah. In English, sometimes we are careful to not be too direct when we're asking for something, right?
Right, yeah.
Because if you're too direct, you sound a little bit impolite.
Yeah, you sound rude.
Yeah.
The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word.
Time off, time away from work. Example, I need some time off next week. Day off, a full day without work. Example, can I take a day off tomorrow? Vacation, a holiday away from work. Example, we're going on vacation next month. Leave, an official break from work. Example, she's on maternity leave. Sick leave, time off because of illness. Example, he took 2 days of sick leave. Personal leave, time off for private reasons. Example, I need personal leave for a family event. Holiday, an official day off. Example, Monday is a public holiday. Break, a short rest from work. Example, let's take a short break. Rest, to relax and recover. Example, you need to rest for a few days. Weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Example, I'm off this weekend. Request, to ask for something. Example, I want to request time off. Approve, to say yes officially. Example, my manager approved my leave. Permission, official agreement to do something. Example, I asked for permission to leave early. Manager, your direct boss or supervisor. Example, talk to your manager about time off. Boss, the person in charge. Example, my boss said I can take a day off. Schedule, the work plan or calendar. Example, let me check the schedule. Calendar, a chart showing dates. Example, mark your time off on the calendar. Plan, to organise or prepare. Example, I plan to take a week off. Notice, information given ahead of time. Example, give notice before taking time off. Reason, the cause or explanation. Example, what is your reason for the leave? Emergency, a sudden and serious situation. Example, I need to leave due to a family emergency. Appointment, a set meeting with someone. Example, I have a dentist appointment today. Family event, a gathering with relatives. Example, I need time off for a family event. Sick, feeling unwell or ill. Example, I can't come today, I'm sick. Doctor's note, a paper from a doctor proving illness. Example, the company asked for a doctor's note. Policy, company rules. Example, check the company's leave policy. Workload, the amount of work you have. Example, I finished my workload before my leave. Deadline, the latest time to finish work. Example, I will finish everything before the deadline. Colleague, a person you work with. Example, my colleague will cover for me. Responsibility, your duty or task. Example, I completed my responsibilities before taking leave. Summary. Asking for time off is a common situation in the workplace. Employees may need time off for different reasons, such as being sick, attending a family event, or simply needing rest. When asking for time off, it's important to be polite and respectful. Most people ask their manager or boss in person or by email. It's a good idea to ask in advance and explain the reason briefly. For example, you can say, I need a day off for a doctor's appointment, or I'd like to take next Friday off for personal reasons. Make sure to check the company's time off policy and give proper notice. Also, it's helpful to complete your work or inform a colleague before leaving. Clear and respectful communication helps keep the workplace professional and organised. Time off is important for health, happiness, and work-life balance, so it's okay to ask when you really need it. More information about this podcast.
Working conditions and time off policies around the world. US, South America, and other selected countries. When it comes to working conditions and taking time off, different countries have different rules, customs, and expectations. Understanding these differences is very important, especially for people who want to work abroad, deal with international employers, or simply learn how workplaces function globally. In this section, we will explore the working conditions and time off policies in the United States, South America, and some of the most relevant countries for English learners. United States, USA, and the US, work culture is fast-paced and productivity-focused. Many employees work 40 hours per week, usually from Monday to Friday. Unlike many European countries, the United States does not have a federal law requiring paid vacation time. However, most employers offer it as a benefit. On average, workers receive about 10 to 15 paid vacation days per year, plus public holidays. There are several types of time off. Vacation leave, usually earned overtime, for example, 1.25 days per month. Sick leave, not guaranteed by law, but often offered, for example, 5-10 days. Paid time off TOE, a system where vacation and sick days are combined. Unpaid leave can be requested when paid leave is exhausted. Family and medical leave FEMLA offers up to 12 weeks of unpaid, job-protected leave for family or medical reasons, but only if the company has 50-plus employees. To ask for time off in the U.S., employees are expected to ask in advance except in emergencies. Communicate clearly with their manager. Sometimes provide a reason or a doctor's note if sick. Work-life balance is a growing concern, but many Americans still feel pressure to work even when sick or on vacation. South America, work culture is diverse and varies from country to country. However, most countries in this region provide better legal protections for workers regarding time off compared to the U.S. Brazil has one of the most generous time off policies in the region. Employees are entitled to 30 days of paid vacation after 1 year of work. Public holidays, usually around 11 per year. Sick leave, paid by the employer for the first 15 days, then by Social Security. Asking for time off is formal but not overly difficult. Workers must follow company rules and often need to request leave at least 1 month in advance. Argentina, full-time workers receive 14 to 35 days of paid vacation, depending on seniority. 13 public holidays per year. Sick leave and maternity leave are also protected by law. Work culture is more relaxed compared to North America, and taking time off is widely accepted and respected. However, proper communication with the boss is still necessary. Colombian. Labor law provides 15 days of paid vacation per year, around 18 national holidays, paid sick leave and maternity leave. Employees usually ask for time off in writing, and it's normal to plan vacations well in advance. Family time is very important in Colombian culture. Other selected countries, India, working hours are similar to the U.S., but workers usually get 12 to 21 vacation days, depending on company and state law. Sick leave, around 12 days. Casual leave for short personal matters. Public holidays, 10 to 15 per year, varies by region. In many Indian companies, taking leave must be formally approved. Some private companies are stricter than government. Jobs. Pakistan, the labor laws provide 14 days of annual leave, 10 days of sick leave, 16 plus public holidays, depending on religion and calendar. Employees usually submit a leave application to their supervisor or hour. In government jobs, procedures are more formal. Indonesiarkers in Indonesia are entitled to 12 days of paid annual leave. Sick leave paid with a doctor's note. Maternity leave, 3 months. Public holidays, 15 to 20 days. Requesting time off is done formally, and employers usually require written notice. Malaysian workers receive 8 to 16 days of annual leave, depending on experience. 14 days of sick leave and more if hospitalized. Many public holidays, especially for multicultural events. The work culture in Malaysia is a mix of discipline and flexibility. Most companies are understanding about time off requests if proper notice is given. Nigerian employees are entitled to 6 days of paid leave minimum, often more in private companies. 12 plus public holidays. Sick leave and maternity leave as per labor law. Taking time off requires approval, and some organizations are more flexible than others. Egypt, labor law allows 21 to 30 days of paid leave, depending on years of service. Many public holidays, mostly national and religious. Sick leave, paid for up to 6 months with medical proof. Work environments may be more formal, but family needs are usually respected. Conclusion: know the culture, respect the rules. Taking time off is necessary for health, rest, and family life. However, the rules and expectations differ across countries. In the U.S., time off is mostly decided by employers. In South America and many developing countries, labor laws protect workers more strongly. Wherever you work, it is important to ask for leave politely and early. Know your company's policies. Be honest and respectful. Plan ahead to manage your duties. Learning how different countries handle time off will help you communicate better, avoid problems, and understand workplace culture across borders.
Okay, so great tips and great things to take into consideration the next time you're talking to your boss.
All right, guys, we're out of time, but thanks for listening.
Right, where you can leave all your questions and comments and we'll be there to answer them. But I guess until then, it's
Goodbye.
Bye.